Oh my
Hello, babe.
Jesus Christ.
How are you, girl?
I'm all right. Wait there. Let's just check what's in the fridge because I need a little snack.
No worries, babe.
I'm starving. Right. Wait there. Let's just get the light on a bit. It's a bit dark in here. Right. Oh, listen, right. I spoke to Nathan before I came on here.
Yeah.
And he went, Are you going on like that? I went, yeah, I think it looked fine. He went, you do know all the girls get glam for it. I was like, oh.
I love it. I'm loving the natural wear. So talk us through what you've done. You've taken your extennies out.
Oh, so it's on the Daily Mail at the minute. So basically, right, I've never been able to have a break from hair extensions because obviously, like, with what I do for filming, I could get a phone call tomorrow saying you need to be on camera, like, tomorrow at 9 a.m. in London.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for me to be quick. And when you know what it's like when you're getting ready for filming, you need to be ready within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's impossible if you've got clipping extensions because it takes time, then you've got to dry them. So if you get prepared the night before, it's a lot easier. So for me, being able to have a break was really hard to do. So I'm taking this opportunity to take all my extensions out. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to just scrunch it because I've never done it for years. I scrunched it and I thought, I'm going to show Instagram the real me.
Love
Because
that.
right now,
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's no eyelashes on there, hun.
Love that. And how do you feel? So when did you last have natural hair, natural lashes? I'm guessing a while.
I think when came out the womb.
Yeah.
As soon as I was out, this is what I look like out the womb now. I didn't. I look very different. But when I was a little girl, like I feel like the young little Sophie. Like I remember my mum used to always do this with my hair, and I'm doing it now.
I bet
I'm
you was the cutest kid.
I was a really, really cute little girl. But yeah, I can't believe the response. I mean, I think like it was. I was quite nervous, you know, because for all the years, obviously because I think what happened throughout the years of Geordie Shore, I was always like sort of the fat one, or I was always looked upon by compared with the other girls. So I think for me, I've always wanted to look like the pretty girl on Instagram because I just want that reassurance that I'm not that girl anymore. So for me to put a photo up with like no lashes on, me natural hair, like there's no makeup on my face, it's like really daunting because I was like, what are the comments going to be?
But I think what a lovely thing to do because there'll be hundreds and thousands of girls out there in the same situation. And I think this is why you're getting so much respect for it and people are applauding you because social media, now I'm not bashing it because let's face it, we all love a little bit of social media. We love
Of course we do.
But it can be quite a fake world. Do you know what I mean? Everything isn't always as it seems. Do you know what I mean? When someone actually says, you know what, stripped back, this is how it is, I think that's really refreshing for people to look at and know actually that even people off the telly, just normal people, and have normal, do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm kind of doing in this whole lockdown thing, like not having to worry about blow drying your hair, not putting on any makeup for filming or, I mean, not having a spray tan, granted, because we can't. But you know what I mean? And it's got to a point, after a couple of days of doing it, I think you're really got to embrace it because the first few days of me doing all these lives and stuff, I was thinking, gosh, like, I'm seeing the track, so I've not done my hair. This isn't how I look like on telly. But then, do you know what? I've almost got used to it. And I think let's use this time to give our hair a rest.
Exactly. And like, this is the only time I'm sort of able to do this. And don't get us wrong, I adore the life I live. I love my job and I love like getting all glam and stuff. But just to be like stripped from all that and not have to worry about the way you look or how you're representing yourself and just, I'm actually just being Sophie Kasaei right now. Like, this is the old me. This is me. Like, this is me at home with my family. This is what I used to look like all the time without getting glam. So it's like I'm going back to the old me, which feels really good. Like just being back home and living at home again.
Love that. So when did you do this? Today you took your hair out?
No, my hair, I'm just going to turn this around. My hair's been out. My hair's been out now for around nearly a week. actually, Nicole Bass taught us to get these.
Oh, what are they?
So these are like supposed to be really good for hair growth. So I have actually bought these. I'm yet to try them. So this is going to be what's going to be on my daily thing. I've also seen this on the internet. Rice water,
Oh, what's that for? Hair growth as well?
hair growth, but it stinks. But it. I feel like it is working. Like all my patches are going now. So this is a godsend at the moment. I'll show you me.
When you say patches, was you losing hair from years of extensions then?
No, like people think that obviously like it's in the press because I had extensions. It's not that at all. Like I know what's good for me and what's bad. I did go through like a bit of a hard time a couple of years ago when my hair started falling out. Like my mum and dad got divorced and I lost my head a bit. Like it was really hard for us. So it was that as well at the same time is when you've got extensions and you wear your hair like this, you're pulling on your hair so you're going to get contraction.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got extensions in on the sides. Like, you rarely see, like, sort of girls in Essex and Liverpool, like, have their hair right like this. It's always down in curly blows.
Yeah.
So they don't really get, like, all the patches and stuff. So I think that was one of my issues as well. But I decided to just take everything out for the time being and curly Sue.
I love that we're embracing our natural selves.
Yeah, I do. I mean, look at this as well. Like, Botox is well overdue, but embrace it.
Do you know what? Like you said, you hit the nail on it. We love our jobs. We love our careers and we wouldn't change it for a second. But I think if we don't use this time to make these little changes, if the world's been put on like a reset or a pause button, which it feels like at the minute, I feel like life's kind of paused and we're just getting by and our normal lives, as normal can be, are not quite how they are at the moment. Let's give our hair a rest because even with short hair as a man, blow drying my hair sometimes.
Well, have you seen all the boys like trying to do the cuts on the hair?
Yeah.
Like girls are quite lucky because we can just embrace this and tie it up with oil. But the boy, I feel sorry for the lads out there because they're trying to get the girlfriend, anybody, the dog, the cat, whatever, to cut the hair.
Yeah.
And I've seen some terrible states, so I'm just blessed that I can do this.
Definitely. All right. Well, I think it suits you, babe, and I think hats off to you for showing Instagram the real Sophie.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, it is really sad that I'm like this, but when I was just sitting there, because obviously, like, I'm on my own because my dad works at the restaurant at the takeaway, so I'm like sitting on my own earlier on, and I was like scrolling through and looking at all these nice comments, and I was like smiling at myself, and I thought, is this really sad that like I've got appreciation from people and I'm smiling like? Was that quite a nice thing? I thought, like, am I well to be sitting here, like, smiling at a photo I've uploaded? Like, was that really sad?
No, I don't think that's sad. I think that's nice because when someone reaches out and takes the time to comment and say, you look amazing, we love it, and things like that, then positive comments, take them as they're meant, take that as a positive, and every little one of them, when you take them on board, I think it makes you realise that what you've done and the bravery to do that, because I don't think there's many girls in our industry that feel comfortable, certainly not going on telly or social media, because people's hair, tan, lashes becomes like almost a mask, doesn't it?
Yeah, I do agree. And maybe because obviously Geordie Shore's renowned for being, like Towie, like a glamorous TV show. Well, not glamorous, but girls are. Geordie's like, the definition of a Geordie girl would be like the lashes, the tan, the hair. So you sort of live up to your own reputation, really. So I think that's what I sort of did for all them years. I mean, still now, I'd have to have extensions because my hair's still quite thin. So it's really thin and it's really, like, not in good condition yet. But when it does, I will be embracing it a lot more. But for now, it's like, no blow dry, just condition it, look after it, and hopefully I have been talking to my hairdresser. I'd love to get just curly extensions so it would just thicken it up a little bit to like,
I think you really suit a curl. And use this time, so to just whack a load of treatments on.
100%. I mean, this is godsend at the minute, and I've got like hair loss stuff. So yeah, I am trying to look after it as much as I can.
So in terms of this whole isolation situation we're in, what are you doing to pass your time, like day by day, babe?
I think, like, for me, struggle was sort of having a routine in life. because, like I said, I could get a phone call tomorrow saying you need to be on a 7 a.m. train to London. So my life's really fast paced. It's like I don't know whatever's going to happen. So I sort of got used to it, living in the fast lane. I love it. I thrive off it. So for me, to find out that I've got isolated and stick to like being at home and to having the once a day out, I was like, whoa, this doesn't feel right. And for the first like couple of days, I thought myself, oh my God, like I'm really worried for myself. Like, am I going to be all right with this? Am I going to get really like down and depressed? And because I'm one of them people, if I'm doing nothing, I feel like I'm useless.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe that is because of our jobs and whatnot, but I just sort of had to look at it as a positive and think, of all I've ever wanted for this past 10 years is craved a routine where I can get up a certain time every day, I can have a meal a certain time of day, I can train a certain time of the day, I can come home a certain time of the day. So I've looked at it as a positive, and I've got myself in a routine that I've always craved for.
Yeah.
And I know my life's going to come back, so I'm just using it to
as a positive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we can. That's all we can do, really, isn't it? Take a positive from this situation, do things that we've kind of been putting off. Like I've decided, because I'm self-isolating at my parents' at the minute.
Are you?
I mean it, yeah, because my apartment flooded just after I got back off holiday. I mean, of all the times to have a flood, straight after your holiday, then in a pandemic where the world's gone into isolation. So it's like, right, we'll go to my parents, and their spare room I kind of use as like a wardrobe.
Yeah.
And I've just got bags and bags of stuff that I've not ever unpacked or that I need to organise and sort. So I close the door, and I know exactly what's behind it, but I keep it closed because I don't want to know. But I'm like, you know what? I made a dent in it for about 2 hours the other day. I mean, it was like a piss in the ocean. There's a long way to
But
go.
I bet you feel so much better for it.
It's so good for my mind. Like,
yeah.
I do suffer with my anxiety sometimes, and I have felt a little bit during this this pandemic and this corona thing. I have felt my anxiety kicking in a little bit.
And it's up and down, isn't it? Like one day I'm like messaging the group and I'm like, oh guys, I feel great today. Yesterday, maybe because it was Monday, I was like, whew. And I was like, I've got a Fitbit. I was checking my heartbeat and I was like, oh, I feel like a bit panicky today.
So you've been having good days and bad days as well, so?
Yeah, honestly, I think everyone's the same. And the thing is with us, people can relate because we are normal people.
Yeah.
So some days I'm a bit like, right, just breathe. Everything's all right. Don't overthink. Last night, Bobs, I didn't get to bed till 4 in the morning. Like,
what, not being able to sleep?
Oh, it was a bad one. And, you know, I did everything. I had a bath. I read The Magic. I wrote down jobs of what I did. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. My sleeping has gone out the window. It's gone to put. And normally, I mean, let's have it right. Sometimes I like a lie generally if we was in normal times, but I'm never the earliest to rises. But I don't lay in bed all day. Well, with that clockwork for the last 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks, I've been waking up and getting out of bed at 6. Sometimes I've been awake from 4, 5. Then I'm just laying in bed trying to make myself get back to sleep. The other day I was awake at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I thought I couldn't sleep.
It's up and down, isn't it?
Up and down.
And why do you think that is then?
Well, I've always got my mind's very active, especially I don't know why at night time, but I lay down. I have to sleep with a pad by my bed because I sometimes try and get the words out of here and write it on paper in the hope that do you have the same?
Or I think about something, I go, oh, maybe I need to just Google that. Or like I go, oh, I wonder what he was doing today. I'll check on him. And it's like 4 in the morning, I ended up scrolling through.
Scrolling, yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus, I've ended up on someone's like auntie's, uncle's, brother's cat's dog. I'm like, what? How did I get here?
I'm so glad it's not just me.
Oh no, we're all the same.
So up until isolation, was you filming or have you wrapped the OGs?
So we were supposed to start filming like now. We were supposed to be like filming everything, the brand new series of OGs, which would have been my second series. So I was really excited to do it, following up from my story of the breakup and the endometriosis and finding out about all that, all the negative stuff. I really want to do like a really positive, series. So I was really raring to go. And obviously since all this, it's all just had to come to a pause. But to be honest, I was speaking to Holly before. I was like, it's going to be really weird to sort of come out of this now and go back to that life. Like, it can't just happen like that, can it? Like, I don't, just one day I've got a film crew in my house, it's going to feel really bizarre.
Yeah, I completely agree because, like you, we're meant to be filming Towie now. So we was meant to go to Tenerife a couple of weeks ago, and we was going to do an episode over there. Then we was going to come back and we'd be into our series. But because obviously everything that's happened, we can't. And
Yeah.
then, so we're just postponed and waiting for the day that everyone's allowed to not have to kind of socially distance and self-isolate and that. But then, like you say, when we just get them texts and phone calls the day before, which we do in our industry,
Yeah, you do.
sometimes just get a WhatsApp and they're like, tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
And then you have to, obviously it's yes, isn't it? Like, you can't say, oh no, I'm just going to chill. You need to
No,
work.
definitely not. So we need to work this we've still got bills to pay, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when that message comes, I think it's going to take a while now to adjust to normal life.
I agree.
I can't believe I'm still like in a state of mind that I can't believe I'm queuing to get into a supermarket.
Yeah, like sometimes I go to the supermarket and I look around and I think, I really, like, weirdly, I want to record it because I want to like look back and remember that, because it still sort of like sinks in, like, is this actually happening? And do you not think when you do your shop, it's a weird sort of vibe everywhere, like nobody really talks, it's like we're all like a bunch of zombies.
100%, and then the welding is done in masks, gloves, and then
like sometimes I even feel weird, like I feel really wrong that I'm like trying to do this, like, so I feel like, oh my god, I feel really rude, but like I'm trying to stay away and keep my distance.
Yeah, for yourself and for others. I exactly the same thing. So I was in Tesco's, I think about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, and a girl come over. She was like, I just want to say, Bobby, love you on the show, blah blah blah. I love what you're doing with everything on social media. I follow you. I'm really interested. I'm loving it. Can I get a selfie? Now, I've never said no to a selfie in my life. Like, I love meeting
Yeah. Oh my god, this gentleman, yeah.
people. And I thought, I've not been in this situation since lockdowns kind of happened, where I'm trying to grab some food in the supermarket, and I went, course you can. But I was kind of still stood like that.
Yeah, because you don't want to be rude, do you? And you're like, oh.
No, so I'm kind of stood with the distance behind her, but so we can, and I'm going, I'll get the angle right so we can both get in. And just kind of like, I was like, oh, well, that's my first, what's it called? Social distance selfie kind of thing.
Yeah, you do feel bad.
Yeah. It's a weird thing
the same thing sort of happened to me as well. I had to actually say though, because I thought, you know what, I know it'll make a day to get a photo, but I can't do it. So the girl was standing outside, she was like, please can you get a photo of my daughter? And I was like, oh my god, I was like, I really want to, but I'm so sorry, like, not now. I was like, but if she inboxes us, I'll message her on Instagram or something, or send her a video. And she was like, all right, she'll do that. So anyway, she did message us and I sent her a little video. But I just felt so bad, like, then you've just got it for your own safety, I suppose, haven't you?
This is it, yeah. And I think this is the scary thing about it all, is because I think when this first started being spoken about, like the whole corona thing, I think a lot of people's attitude was, oh, if I get it, it will only be a cold and a flu. Whereas we see now, the reality is this ain't just no cold or flu. Now, I don't want to sit scaremongering people, because I mean, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
Anyone out there thinks I is, I'm sure they don't. So I'm not medically trained, but I'm realising now, well, I think we've realised quite a while ago, this is a really serious thing, and we all need to do what we're doing. So when we're seeing everyone out having parties in the park when it's sunny, of course, when the sun's out, I can see how tempting it is.
Cold.
If we all do that, this is going to go on for a whole lot longer than it really needs to.
I think the thing is as well, like, for us, it's such a big shock up north, because up north, we have a lot of space everywhere. There's a lot of fields, there's a lot of greenery, and there's not as many people. So we don't really see that. We're seeing like a lot of like space in the parks, space in the fields and stuff like that. So we're quite all right up here, like, touch wood. But I think down London, it does get quite congested. So we're seeing a lot. So people up north all writing on Facebook, like, what is going on down there, like, in these built up areas? Because where we are, it's a little bit calmer. And I think, like, up north, we are sort of with families a lot more, and everyone's sort of spending time, like, just having, like, barbecues in your garden with your family, like, keep it there. Like, me and my dad, we've been thinking about this weekend, obviously it's bank holiday, and trust me, Bob's bank holiday, I'm on a mad one, like,
Yeah.
11 in the morning, us girls are dull to the night, we're out and that's us for the duration.
Having it, yeah.
Yeah, so this weekend's going to be really tough, but we've got to remember there's going to be more bank holidays, there's going to be more holidays, and just to spend it maybe with me dad for once out of all these years is going to be such like a nice blessing. So you've
And
got to
that's
look at the
exactly how we have to see it. Yeah, use this time to be with family, loved ones that we're isolating with. And like you say, because so many of us have our routines and traditions, we go out with our friends, we've got things
yeah.
to do. So, yeah, I think stripping it back, going back to basics. But I was saying to one of my friends, this is like, you know, like stereotypical, I know, but grandparents would go, or win the war, or older people would talk about that. I now feel like the day will come when we have grandchildren, we'll be like, in 2020, we had to queue to get into Tesco's and Sainsbury's. We had
Yeah,
to wear masks
you
and
don't know
gloves.
what it was like.
Yes, I kind of think we're living through something that will be history, which is weird to think that
100%.
one day our grandkids or great-grandkids will study this era that we're in right now.
Yeah. And
So
the thing is,
before,
because obviously we live such a virtual world, they can look back and do all the research where it's all documented. Because when you speak to your grandparents about the war, there's not really that much
there's nothing
research on
to
it.
really, yeah, you're so right.
But we can see everything. Like these videos, what we do, we'll probably be
Yeah.
able to find that. Like it is mad that we can all just look back and think like how blessed we are that we've all came out of it so strong. And I think this is the time, you know, honestly, I've never ever felt so grateful for what I have. I think sometimes you can take it for granted, can't you, Bobs? Like, let's be honest. Like,
Yeah, you're so right.
sometimes when I'm filming, I'll moan and I'll be like, oh, really? Do I have to do that? And now I'm like, oh, God, what a bitch.
Everything's in perspective now, isn't it? And it makes
Yeah.
you realize that materialistic things don't matter. Like,
Nah, like, when was
anything
the last time
comes.
we've seen someone post a pair of shoes or, like, new handbags?
No,
Like,
but yeah,
doesn't matter
look at my
anymore.
red bottoms. No one gives it. Yeah, no one
No
gives a
one gives
shit
a
because no,
shit.
no, because no one can get eggs or chicken. No one cares if you got a pair of loops.
Do
Do
you
you
know
know
what I mean?
what
We're
I mean?
more worried about toilet roll. No one cares
Yeah.
anymore.
So before I let you go, Soap, because I know you've got plans this evening.
Yeah.
Quickly, as a reality TV OG, is there any shows out there that you've got your eye on you'd like to do in the future?
I'd love to do Celebs Go Dating. I think,
Would ya?
yeah. Did you
You'd
do
be
it?
good on that. Yeah, but I done series 3. Yeah.
You did, didn't you? Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. And Nathan's obviously done it as well. Charlotte's done it. So there's been quite a few people. I mean, I'd love to do it. Not only that, it's like I like to date normal lads.
Yeah.
So that's like my thing, to go on Celebs Go Dating and just meet normal lads because I love it.
Yeah,
So
you're not after a blue tick dick.
no, oh God, no, I can't be arsed. Like the competition, who's getting more money? The Instagram posts, like, no, babe,
Yeah.
you do your thing, I'll do mine. So Celebs Go Dating is definitely the one. So fingers crossed. But obviously, I'm doing OGs at the minute, and X on the Beach is on tonight, and I'm on that. So
Tony,
all
what
is
time's
good.
X on? 10 o'clock?
10, X is 10, and tomorrow OGs is 9. So all's good. I'm very, very lucky.
You're very lucky. We're both blessed.
We
Well,
are.
thank you so much for doing this.
I love you,
know
Bob.
I love you. Love you. Bye,
Love
bye.
you, Lord. Bye, everyone. Take care. Stay
Bye,
safe.
guys.